we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway.
Ready? 11, Thomas.
Right to the air is Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 37 yards. And the Bengals need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
In motion right, Debo. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Here's Lance. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 23 yards on the play.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Off of play action, here's Lance. They'll roll him out right. Hard throw, incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
Ready?
And they'll go for it. Lance. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Open net, it's complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and you mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Bengals 14, 49ers nothing.
Set, hut. 10 cycles. Drill, 52. Slide through. Black shot. Hut.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Smash, red. Ready?
Now Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. Down to the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular run it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ready, set.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Spike 60. Claws red. Seal black. Blaster 6. Ready.
Here's Lance to throw it. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Blue striker. Green jack. Needle blue. Hut, hut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out right at the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Striker 3-3. Ready, ready.
Working from the gun, Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
43 rail. Set, hut.
On second down, McCaffrey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Taking a shot for Samuel.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Oh, and
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh. Let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gonna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the ball.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami.
Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 22 yards there, a first down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They go play fake. Mahomes.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Now Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he will have a Dolphins first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. That one complete to Hill. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Tua to throw again. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Tua now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. 45 yards.
And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kadarius Toney.
73 yards.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there is no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
8-6 the score after one.
With the score, Chiefs 8, Dolphins 6.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Tua going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
They'll try and run it here. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10.
16, Dolphins 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
42-yard line.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now a give. This is McKinnon. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Dolphins 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully competent right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.